What's the strangest thing you've experienced while traveling abroad? I'll never forget my first solo backpacking trip through Southeast Asia. On my third day in Thailand, I was exploring a bustling night market in Bangkok when an elderly woman grabbed my arm and pulled me aside. She spoke fervently in Thai while pointing at my face, but I couldn't understand a word she was saying. Confused and a little unnerved, I tried to politely extract myself from her grip, but then she reached into her bag, pulled out a small wooden talisman on a black string, and thrust it into my hands. "For you, for luck," she said in broken English. "You will need." Before I could respond, she melted back into the crowd and disappeared. I stood there dumbfounded, holding the strange object, an amulet to ward off evil, or so I gathered from the carvings. I wasn't a superstitious person, but something about her intense demeanor made me slip it into my pocket. The next day, I took a bus heading north. We were winding along steep cliffs when suddenly the bus driver shouted and swerved violently. I caught a glimpse of a boulder plummeting down the mountainside before everything went topsy-turvy. The bus flipped and skidded on its side with an awful shrieking of metal. My head slammed against the window and everything went black. I awoke to someone pulling me from the wreckage. Miraculously, I had survived with only minor cuts and bruises, one of the lucky few. As I sat dazed on the side of the road, I reached into my pocket and felt the hard edges of the amulet still intact. I held it up, wondering if it was merely a coincidence or if that old woman had known something I didn't. To this day, I still carry it with me every time I travel.